It's time to make those New Year's resolutions. And we know what that means. For a lot of people, it means that the gyms are going to be packed in January and then back to normal in February. Because for most people, New Year's resolutions don't really work. People don't really resolve to make the long-term changes. And a lot of times people end up tackling way more than they really should at the beginning of the year. So if somebody's not working out, they're not eating right, they're not accomplishing the things they want in their life, they might feel like, oh man, I really didn't do everything I wanted to do in the last year. So I'm going to resolve to change everything all at once and hit the ground running in 2022 or whatever year it is going to be my year for change. And so they grab everything, they add everything to their calendar, and they come up with these big plans to make these broad sweeping changes. And those just don't really work very well. A lot of times we tackle everything, and so we don't really accomplish anything noteworthy. And so I want to offer you a completely different approach or a completely different paradigm. And that is what I call the New Year's evolution. And this is something I've been using for the last decade that's really helped me. Instead of coming up with what are all the things I'm going to do every single day in the new year, instead I set my intention for who do I want to become over the course of the coming year. When I get to the end of this coming year, who do I want to have become? How do I want my life to be different? What do I want to have brought into my life? What do I want to have left behind? And that becomes something that points you in a direction. It helps give you direction in your life without any set rules that if you break one of these rules or you fall off, you miss one of your workouts, then all of a sudden all is lost and you end up falling off completely. Instead, you can always get back on because you're always going in the right direction. Once you have your New Year's evolution of who you want to become over the course of the year set, then what you can do is set your first 100-day action plan. Whenever a new president takes office, they always talk about their first 100 days because whatever they can accomplish in that first 100 days usually points to the direction of their presidency. And so I think that's a great model for you and I, is to set up what's our action plan for the first 100 days that's going to move us in the direction of who we want to become over the course of the year. Here at Fighting Fit, we're going to do everything we can to encourage you to stick with your goals and to move in the direction so that when you get to the end of the 100 days, you're on track to get to your ultimate 1-year evolution.